Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at the crypto and equities market charts and trends, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, I would appreciate it if you could help spread my easy to understand analysis to others by smashing the like, ringing my bell to get notifications, and subscribing if you haven't. And also, leave your comments in the comment section. Comments help me know what you're thinking or what questions you may have. And also, the doing the other stuff helps with the YouTube algorithm to spread it to others so they can make more informed decisions. So with that, let's dive into the charts and analysis. This is part one of two. This part is the analysis and the charts. The second part is the macro news. So make sure to check out both. And the reason I'm doing this at the end of the day for the market is because yesterday I predicted that the rally would not be it's not sustainable. The rally yesterday after Jerome Powell mentioned that they're not going to go hawkish to 75 basis point increases, and the market rallied right at that point in both crypto and equities market. And I said that it was not sustainable, and so I wanted to let it play out today and see how it plays out, and then do an analysis on it. So let's go. Here's the crypto market heat map. Blood red. Bitcoin dipped to into the 35K region today. It hasn't done that in a while. Bitcoin, even at this price right now, 36.3, dropped 8.82%. Dominance 41.42. Ethereum dropped to 2.7K. Dominance 1980. Notice the dominance though. Even though it's dropping, the dominance is still high. And it's blood red. These two green ones are here are stable coins, so they don't really count. But yeah, horrible day for crypto. So let's take a look at the market cap here. Zoom in. The total market cap for crypto dropped below 1.70 trillion to 1.67 trillion. So that's a drop of 7.57%. That's a lot of money coming out of the crypto market. Equities did not fare well either. Equities is blood red. I have not seen equities drop in one day like it did from yesterday to today. So you take the high from yesterday and you take the low from today. I have not seen that in, I can't remember the last time I saw something like that. It's quite an amazing feat. If you look across the board, blood red. It's just crazy, nuts. And prior to this, some people said that the bottom was in already. I don't know what they're thinking, what they're smoking, or what they're drinking. We have so many macro factors in play right now that to say that the bottom is in is something. Microsoft dropped 4.36%. Apple dropped, and these are big giant companies. Think about that. Apple dropped 5.57%. Google dropped 4.75%. Facebook 6.77%. Amazon 7.56%. Tesla 8.33%. These are very large cap companies. It's every single sector, blood red. That is, yeah. When I said that I didn't think the rally was sustainable, I did not think it would drop this much. I thought my analysis said they would drop, but not by this much across the board. It's just amazing. So let's take a look at the the trading view charts here. We have the 30-minute time frame across and 7 days across on each column here. And the this column, this left column is the U.S. market. Middle column is the European and Stochx 600, and the right column here is the Australian and Asian market, and the far right here is the watch list. So let's go through the watch list. You can see Nasdaq index, SPX index, and DJI index all in the red, and we're not just talking, tiny little percent. We're talking about big percentage. Let me look closely here. So we have Nasdaq index down 5.06%, and then we have SPX down. I got 3.56%. Sorry, these things are like red, dark red on black background, so I gotta get really close to read them. And Dow Jones Industrial Average down 3.12%. Those are big percentages for those indexes. The VIX Volatility Index is up at 31.20. When it crosses 30, that's extreme volatility. And that's up 22.74%. 22.74% on the VIX Volatility Index. The Dixie is at 103.5%, and that's up 1.04%. The U.S. 10-year yield, that's at 3.05, and that's up 0.33%. Let me double check. Yep, it's up 0.33%. Let's go down and take a look at the oil. Oil is 108.60. That's how much it costs per barrel, and that's up 1.01%. So not good, not looking good. Gold, you would think like in an environment like this where people go risk off, gold would pop, right? Nope, gold dropped. Gold dropped. It's currently at it dropped 0.29% at 1875. $1,875 per ounce. And then silver also dropped. And then you get let's look at the currencies here. The euro is weaker than the dollar. It dropped against the dollar by 0.01%. The pound also dropped. It's weak against the dollar, and that dropped roughly. It's like near 0%. The dollar versus the yen, that's weaker than the yen. Dollar's weaker than the yen by 0.02%. So really shocking day today in the market. And let's take a look at the trends here. It's some crazy trend. So here's Bitcoin. You can see yesterday it somewhat chopped sideways with a slight decline. Market opened today. It tanked hard. Look at that. That's just like a dive. If you have a cliff dive, that's literally what this is. It's a cliff dive. Wow. And then let's take a look at the Nasdaq NDQ index here. Market open, tanked, and continued to tank. It did a little bit of recovery here towards the end, but it's at the bottom of the 7-day range. Similarly with the SPX, similar move. The DJI, also the graphs also similar. All three are near the bottom, past the bottom or near the bottom of their 7-day range. Dixie here, you see that after the market opened yesterday, it tanked and then it climbed back up throughout the day, past market opening, and then pretty much is at the near the top or at the top of the 7-day range, and then it drops slightly. So as far as positive correlation with Bitcoin, negative correlation with Bitcoin and Nasdaq and S&P 500, it's there for yesterday, or before yesterday. Bitcoin pretty much dropped here as the Dixie rose. Market opening today, Dixie continued to rise, Bitcoin dropped, and the other two indexes dropped too. So Negative correlation somewhat there, and you can see here Bitcoin has a little bit of recovery. The other two indexes have a little bit of recovery at the tail end of their session, and Dixie is also rising, so that part is not negatively correlated, along with the drop in Dixie here when the others were dropping to in their midday trading session. So somewhat negative correlation is holding, but the positive correlation between Bitcoin and the Nasdaq and S&P 500 is there. Here's the U.S. 10-year yield. Look at it pop in market open. It popped, and then it dipped slightly. And it's at the highest point in the 7-day range. So when the yield rises, that means that the price is falling. And price is falling because people are selling. When you sell a bunch of stuff, the price drops. So, yeah. Whew. Let's go over to the European market and see. UK 100 index here. US throughout yesterday, it rose. And then US market open, it tanked along with the US market. And it's near the lower range of a 7-day period. The DAX over in Germany, similar situation. Yesterday, it opened higher than the prior session, and then and tanked as of when the U.S. market opened, and it's near its lower range as well. The CAC from France, similar situation. It tanked when the U.S. market opened, where it's at in the lower range of a 7-day. The Stock 600, pretty similar, except, and it's dropped in its low range, like the tail end of its low range. So not good in the U.S. market, not good in the European market. Let's go over to Australia. Australia, in its last trading session, it had a bit of recovery going towards the middle range of its 7-day period. However, it didn't feel what the U.S. felt today. So their market's currently closed. Curious to see if they'll tank tomorrow, feeling what happened in Europe and the U.S. Nikkei 225 looks like they have been closed for a couple of days here. KOSPI, they look to be closed right now. But let's see if they open up tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because I have a feeling the waves of selling in the U.S. and European markets will hit Australian and also Asian markets. You can see here the Hang Seng index from Hong Kong. It dropped in its last session. I have a feeling it's going to drop some more. Similarly with the CSI 300 from Shanghai, they're kind of, in their last session, they went up and they went down. They're in the upper range of the 7-day period. But we'll see what happens. I predict they're going to drop as well. So tough day in the market. It's like blood. Unbelievable day in the market. And I think there's more downward pressure coming. So I don't think that's the end of it. So I hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to help spread this in my analysis to others and help others stay informed by smashing the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you haven't, and share your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video for the macro news for the market. Peace.